My text today comes from John chapter 11, verse 35, which is Jesus wept. My title is When God Weeps. There's something powerful about this verse. Just two words, Jesus wept. However, in those tears, we see the heart of God. We see love, empathy, and strength. Today, I want to talk about what it means when God weeps. My first point. Jesus cried because he loved people. Jesus' tears weren't random. They were rooted in love. He loved Lazarus. John 11:36. Then the Jews said, "See how he loved him?" Those weren't distant, polite tears. They were tears of a friend. His grief was personal, and he cared about Mary and Martha. John chapter 11, verse 33. When Jesus saw her weeping, and the Jews who came with her weeping, he groaned in the spirit and was troubled. This shows that Jesus was deeply moved by their pain. He didn't show up to fix things. He stood with them in their sorrow. His presence brought comfort before the miracle, and he cares about us too. Hebrews chapter 4, verse 15. For we do not have a high priest who cannot sympathize with our weakness, but one who was in every sense tempted like we are, yet without sin. This reminds us that Jesus feels our pain. His love is active. He walks with us through every valley. My second point, Jesus cried because he felt our hurt. Jesus entered into human pain. He understands sadness. Philippians chapter 2, verse 7 and 8. But he emptied himself, taking upon himself the form of a servant, and was made in the likeness of men. And being found in the form of a man, he humbled himself and became obedient to death, even death on a cross. Jesus became fully human. His tears wasn't tears of weakness, but they were tears of empathy. He saw the brokenness of the world. Death, sickness, and loss moved him. Jesus' sorrow reflected the cost of sin and separation, and he teaches us to care. Romans chapter 12, verse 15. Rejoice with those who rejoice, and weep with those who weep. Compassion isn't soft, it's strong. It's spiritual strength. Brings me to my third point. Jesus cried before he did a miracle. Jesus didn't rush past the pain. He paused. John 11, verses 35 through 38 shows him deeply moved before raising Lazarus. His timing was tender. His love gave power to his actions. The miracle came from mercy. And when he called Lazarus out, it wasn't just power, it was compassion in motion. His tears reminded us that emotion is not weakness. Jesus' example shows us that leaders can feel deeply and still lead boldly. Brings me to my fourth and final point, the lessons that we can learn from this. John chapter 11, verse 35 teaches us that emotion and faith go hand in hand. It's okay to cry. Jesus did, and he still performed miracles. God is close when we're hurting. Psalms 34, verse 18. The Lord is near to the brokenhearted and saves the contrite of spirit. This says that he's near to the brokenhearted. Real love feels, listens, and helps. Compassion leads to action. So in closing, Jesus didn't just preach love, he showed it through his tears. In one short verse, we see the heart of God. It's full of compassion, close to the broken, and willing to feel what we feel. His tears reminds us that we are never alone. Whether we're grieving, struggling, or being overwhelmed, Jesus is near. He sees us, he cares, and he responds. Let this verse be more than a memory. It should be a mirror. If Jesus could stop and cry with those who are hurting, then we can do the same. If he can feel deeply and still move in power, so can we.